Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. Happy Hump Day. It is a wild card Wednesday around here. We haven't worked on Oblivion, unfortunately, in a better part of a month. I had to go look at the old files to see where I left off, and I was also reminded that we had technical difficulties the very last time I played, and that was prior to the week where I was like reaching burnout and decided to take a week off. So it's been a minute. I'm looking forward to getting back into it a bit. But it's kind of interesting that we do have some stormy weather potentially on the horizon. So I'm going to keep my ear open in case anything goes on. Hopefully that doesn't cut anything short, and hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties. So if all goes well, we will proceed along with the Ballad of Katz Pajamaz. I'll explain that a little bit more here in a second. But if you are new to the Rec Room, this is your virtual hangout for creative project updates, pop culture commentary, and deep dives into franchises that inspire any of the above. First up, shout out to Chairman. Good evening to you, joining us on YouTube. Also, shout out to Sheriff Hector for holding down the red pill support over on Pilled. And also, thank you for our new follow on Odysee. That's another one since yesterday, even, or whatever the day it was this week. So, Odysee is putting some work in the summer hours. I think probably going to walk home with a trophy for the month since things have been a little quiet for a while. During end of winter, early springtime, it's kind of been a slug match between our Twitch and Odysee crews, but I think Odysee still holds the record right now. So probably won't break any records this month, but at the same time, glad to have everybody, new or old, and not calling you old, but meaning veteran or long newcomer or long timer. I guess I'll put it that way. So just got a couple things tonight. One, I'm going to get a little bit of soapbox. I'm going to rant about something, so I have to bear with me on that one. But as far as progress on creative stuff today, I knocked out 300 pages worth of revisions today on Ascendant Chaos. So that means I was really trying to get it done today. Didn't have any major time interrupts. So the good thing is the lion's share is done. I've only got a little bit to do tomorrow. That means as soon as I am done with the initial revisions, all I have left is the glossary in chapter 5. And you're like, that's weird. Why chapter 5? Well, because that means I got to get working on the audio finishes and the fix ups for the audio portion of chapter 5, which some of that content's got to get folded in there. So it's kind of two things going hand in hand here. But the sooner I get the revisions done, the sooner I can get the audio work done. And I want to be done with these revisions by beginning of July. And also, before I forget, I haven't been mentioning our show schedule as much, but we will have a show this coming Sunday, which is in Mount Clemens, Michigan at the Rec Bowl. There's going to be a toy and comic show going on there. As always, keep track on the Linktree account that's posted in virtually every description I can think of. That's where I do my best to keep the show time, or at least the show dates posted. Usually you can get to like the Facebook links and things like that, but that's usually the best way to keep tabs on that. But so that's just a friendly reminder in case anybody from the Metro Detroit area is watching, or if you're outside the area and happen to be passing through, until we can expand the web of show appearances. That's where we're at for the moment. So I got one pop culture thing. So this is kind of insane, and this is gonna kind of go against my usual rule of thumb and saying it's not perfect, but sometimes it happens. So I try to avoid politics. Why? Because I'm trying to deal with stuff that is the stuff that we have in common rather than at odds with each other. But you know what? If they want to throw politics into gaming, I'm gonna be like, screw it. Here we go. So here's something I found on Gamatsu today. It says Sony Interactive Entertainment releases free educational app Climate Station for PS5 and PSVR 2. And I'm like, why do we need this? Because the thing is, this must be what happens when the tax dollars that go into your bloated government boondoggles dry up, that they got to go back to the private sector, where technically this stuff should be anyway. But they go back to the private sector and be like, hey, we need to convince people that the planet is going to die unless we continue to throw money at climate change. So here's just a couple bullet points of description. I did not even click on the video because I have no interest in this whatsoever. It says, explore the environmental challenges shaping the world. Over 90 minutes of interactive content narrated by climate advocate Laura Tobin. I have no idea who Laura Tobin is, don't really care. But the point is, they spelled out right there what's going on. It says climate advocate. So it takes you through the rising seas, shifting temperatures, and stark climate futures. Ooh, painting a grim picture here. All built from real world data by NASA, NOAA, and the IPCC. And says it's not fiction nor theory. It's the world as it is and as it could be. So there is a realm in the worldview spectrum that says everything needs to be tolerant, but just the pure reality is not all views are equal. And I'll explain this. You can have somebody that says violence is 100% acceptable and should be used in all cases. There's another view that says 0% violence should ever be used, or no violence should ever be used and is never acceptable. Well, guess what? Sooner or later, those worldviews come into conflict with each other. So I'm not advocating for violence, of course, but the point is, if you have two starkly opposed worldviews, you can't simultaneously have both of them be true. And the reason I'm saying this is because this is my opinion, and I'm not here to beat you over the head with it. It's just that the fact that this is infiltrating, and this is what people are upset with, is that when they're beat over the head and to say, you must believe this, and this is the kind of move that when you're pushing this stuff into games, which are designed to be escapism. So the point is, if you can't escape it and you're pushing stuff into the realm where people go to escape, that's where there's frustration and pushback. So I'm of the opinion that climate change is not affected by mankind. Almost not at all, or marginally at best. And I'm also of the mindset that Earth is not going anywhere time soon, at least by cataclysmic means at all. So therefore, everything about this typically revolves around throw money at this, throw it to people who say they know what they can do to fix it, but they can't. Now, they talk about data and all kinds of models and things. Here's another thing that people don't always understand because they want to get emotional and reactive about something is you can have all of the data in the world and still reach the wrong conclusion or have bad context. So data alone doesn't prove something is correct. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this because, like I said, let's get back to playing some games here. But it was just interesting to see this thing thrown in there. And I'll throw one example out there. You've got the retard known as Bill Gates who wants to darken the sun or darken the atmosphere so the sun has less of an effect. Meanwhile, you have the people of the same mindset in the globalist establishment that want to make everything reliant upon solar panels. Well, gee, how do solar panels be more effective while you're trying to darken the atmosphere which they run upon? That's the kind of stupidity stuff that's at odds. And so I'm going to leave it at that. And is this kind of interesting climate related stuff? I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot of control of climate going on either, because I just heard through family that today, with some of the rough weather we've had, there was a tornado that actually touched down just across the street from where we had a show 2 weeks ago. That's probably the closest there's ever been one to home. I mean, I didn't even hear sirens or anything today because I'm still outside of the range, I think. So it's kind of interesting to hear that there was one that close. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. So I'm keeping an ear open in case there's anything that goes on tonight. And like I said, hopefully we'll have no technical issues. And then Chairman says climate change doesn't affect the planet, only affects the life forms. Yeah, that fair enough. Exactly. It's that a rainstorm itself is not going to make stuff go anywhere. Might drown a couple things. It's done that before. But anyway, I'll move on. So we are on episode 23, which I called Fairweather Crusade. So a combination of weather. Oblivion's got weather, but also stuff here. But also from the Crusade standpoint, I was of the mindset to go find the quest related to the skeleton key last time, but given the technical issues and the fact that we didn't quite get on the trail, I think we'll probably work a little bit more on, I think, finding the armor. We went underground to try to find some stuff for it. So I don't remember what the nature of the quest was, but that's what we're going to do, at least for starters. And then if we get back on track with either the skeleton key quest or something else, we'll just do what we randomly do best in Oblivion. And I mentioned this is the Ballad of Katz Pajamaz, real estate mogul, dangerous teeth puller, aka dentist, ghost bonker, and all-around menace of Cyrodiil. Primarily because we play as a Khajiit, and emphasis on stealth, and definitely casually at this point, because we've paid our dues in save scumming so we can get chameleon armor, which allows us to essentially shank everything in the back and not have any fear of consequences most of the time. So, other than a few cases like the arena where we actually have to take our gear off. I always forget this has a little bit of a quiet wind-up. And I'm a dummy. I didn't even bring my water back here. It's the first time that's happened. Okay, so we got some autosaves here. Looks like we saved at our shack. crack on the water. Yeah. Ah, yes, the nice soothing sounds of our fireplace. There, let's sit here for a second while invisible. Says, did I hear on the news that Greta Thunberg was kicked out of the Middle East? Yeah, I heard something. I usually tune most of that out because she's such a clown. Permanently banned from ever re-entering the country. That's hilarious. That's another case where things are so propped up to an artificial degree of, like, why would a 12-year-old be a climate expert, which is not, and there's evidence and paid and family connections to those who want to have an input, you know. So, yeah, I heard a little bit, but I didn't get very far beyond that. Okay, so let's take a look at our quests here. Hey, you can almost remember how this works. Now that I've recovered the helm, I should proceed to the Priory of the Nine to see if it still holds the cuirass of the Crusaders. So let's take a look at this. So, yeah, we did find... So was this the one we found where there was a lot of water? I don't remember. Okay, so this is the Knights of the Nine quest. Okay. Alright, open in map. Oh, that's all the way down near a gate, which we can actually get to. Huh, how about that? Okay, yeah, we did find this one that was underwater. And I thought we did this Fort Magia one already. Because that was... We needed the... We were talking about going back to... Once after getting the water-breathing one, we were looking for all the water stuff, and I thought we did that one, but also we had to do a little bit of that down here. And Sharon says that was back when she was 12. She's like 20 years old now or something. Yeah, I don't care. That's the problem with too many, you know, too many people of... Low IQ is not the word I want to use, but lacking moral fiber becoming popular in such influencers on the world stage. Wow, we got some areas that are pretty bare in terms of discovery up here. But anyway, let's go to this Priory of the Nine. I don't care if she's 22 or 80, she's a dodo. Have we, I mean, were we here before? Because, I mean, this is not the Waynan Priory where we, it's kind of overgrown. Looks like nobody's here. Well, that's fancy. Looks like some fancy crusader there battling some Daedric Claude. Of course, I got to readjust the controls after Steel Seed. Yeah, usually I wouldn't keep a giant tree, shrub branch right on my doorstep. Do we have some old wizened person who is maintaining the place? Doesn't look like it. Let me guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 if you count the center one. So, pewter. We don't collect pewter. I don't read stuff I've already read, preferably. Yeah, that's a little disheveled. Is there a secret room like in the other one? There's a bed here. Oh, that kind of matches the thing out there. Doesn't do anything for us. That doesn't do anything for us. Shazar. And the Divines. On Oblivion. Not silver, don't care. The Adabara. Apparently that's nothing useful either. Wow, this place has been vacated compared to the Waynan Priory. Oh, well, yeah, I kind of figured you look up the age. I'm not somebody that curious. That's not energy well spent in my case. Okay, so this is kind of interesting that I'm not finding anything inside. It's interesting that we're going out to the West Weald rather than it being like Cyrodiil. Alright, so maybe we have to go somewhere else. Have a ghost tell us where to go. Oh, interesting. We can see the reflection, or the light rays. There's the ladder up to the top. Yay, we cured everything except vampirism. Except, thankfully, we don't have vampirism. Alright, we're on top of the world. So, oh, we can't see the cool glass from here. It's behind the main complex. So it told us to come out here. What did we come out here for? About some clues. Oh, maybe I should have used the marker. Oh, that's a gate that we closed. Interesting. Okay. So the marker goes here. Off into the woods. Or off into the wild. Interesting. And let's make sure that this is taking us where we want to go. Whoa, nope, it's not. Hold on. Oh. Hold up. It put the marker here, then it put it back. Okay, I'm at the priority, but it doesn't... Wow, that's amazing. No clues or anything. I mean, there's only been a couple that haven't been almost like on the nose exact telling you what to do. This doesn't go down in there, does it? Nope. See, I would find relevance this somehow. This is the most unique thing about this area, but I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. If there's some special... Oh, you know what? Do I have to go read that? Is it going to force me to literally read the object to tell me where it's at? Come on now. I got time to read. I spent enough reading today. This thing here, this is like the obvious one. Very early form of the song. On his battle with Umaril and his dismemberment. Because if you have to wait for a particular time, you can't really wait for months. You'd have to wait for a time of day. Shook the whole tower with his mighty bashing from his horns. Had death done save those kings and demons. Okay, that tells me virtually nothing. Okay, so that was a lost cause. Usually it would have updated the quest marker anyway. Okay, is there a trap door or something that I'm missing? Pull on a candlestick. Blow a hole in the wall. Take it. Oh, there we go. Activate. Bingo. Okay. I was going to say, it couldn't be that complicated. I was about to take a deuce on the floor. Anybody home? We got a forge. Any repair hammers? I don't need no quill. Ain't no Peter Quill either. Useless junk. Leather and steel. Chainmail. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, 2 of each. I'll take them both. Is that what I needed? Actually, I think I already have that. No, I need the... Wait a minute. No, I need a specific one. Can't be the generics. There it is. Yes. I will take gold and repair hammer. I would think that's probably it there in plain sight, but I think I would also probably get stabbed in the kidney if I'm not careful. Oh, there's extras. Alright, we'll leave that then. Sir Torloff. I don't know why you can activate these with nothing really happening. Sir Vedemir. Sir Juan Pablo. Do I have to talk to you?
By the strength and guidance of the Nine, who comes before us upon this sacred ground, seeking the cuirass of the divine Crusader? Step forward, adventurer, and face us each in honorable combat.
Oh, man.
For the vows we fail to revere in life, we shall uphold in...
Yes, yes, very nice. Ask your questions.
No unworthy soul shall lay hands upon this sacred artifact without the leave of the
You're gonna
Knights
bore me to
of
death?
the Nine.
Oh, I see how it is. Well, you guys can't see me. Question is, can I use a normal weapon on you? Got me a glass dagger. Shank me some ghosts. Sir Gregory, huh? I'll backstab you. That's one. I gotta wait for each one of you to...
Gregory, you are defeated. Sir Casimir.
Sir Cashmere. You gonna build me a sweater? Or knit me a sweater? Come get some. Even goats. Goats too, but ghosts are no match for Katz Pajamaz. Sir Chump Sauce, step on
You
up.
have bested Sir Casimir. Now face Sir Ralphus.
Hey, why don't you stay in the circle? Don't you lose automatically? What kind of battle challenge is this?
Sir Ralphus, you have fallen. Step back and let the challenge continue.
Sir Henry VIII.
Come forward and prove yourself.
Oh, you're next, eh? I don't care if you got a claymore. I can't search. Can I pick these guys' pockets? Nope. Ghosts don't have pockets.
You have overcome half of us, and yet you remain standing.
That's the idea.
Sir Caius shall test your true metal.
Uh-huh. I'm sure he will. Oh, there, you're done. You sit down. You guys are such chumps. Maybe I don't want your armor. Get back in your corner.
You show a fury of faith that I have not seen in centuries, but now you face Sir Junkin.
Sir Junkalot. I said Junket. next? Anybody left? This guy? Swing, 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 swing.
You have lost, Sir Junkin. Sortorov, show the challenger the ferocity of the North.
The ferocity being going down like a sack of potatoes. Sure. I'm convinced.
Ooh.
You know, any guys with a mace or a bow and arrow? Do I fight you now? Go, boss man.
You have stood against the Knights of the Nine and lived. However, the final test is upon you. Ready yourself, Sir Knight, and face me!
Me. Let's go. Oh no, not another claymore. Even ghosts can't stand up to chameleons.
Where are you?
Over here. Why'd you guys put on such an elaborate simulation? Perhaps if you had done more training.
300 years, none have stood against us and lived. Step forward and claim what is yours by right. May your faith be true.
Alright, you guys gonna fade out now? I have defeated the ghostly guardians. I can now claim it for my own. So, this looks like a... Well, it's not quite full body. It's missing some legs. Okay, yeah, there's more pieces. Okay. Hold... Take all relics? Swap relics? Whoa, what's going on here? Well, let me switch the others. I don't have the sword, so... Weird. Okay.
By the Nine.
By
Do
the
not seek
Nine!
Such strength. Could you be? No, you cannot. You are simply a noble knight. You completed the quest that I could not. I'm glad that my death at least served to lead you here, as I had hoped. The original Order of the Nine was founded with the intention of safekeeping the Crusaders' relics.
Oh, man, I got to bring
In
them all back
life,
here.
We failed at this task. In death, we seek to preserve what little we accomplish while we wait. One of the mightiest knights of my day. It was a great boost to the Order's prestige when unfortunately, he and I did not see
Was he a
eye to eye
traitor?
on certain matters. He left the Order during the War of the Red Diamond and never returned.
Probably betrayed you all.
With virtue.
Whoa, where'd you guys' swords go?
I know where you may find the gauntlets of the Crusader, for I was the one who lost them. Though many know where they are still lost. I believe there is something you must do in order to retrieve them. Would you listen to my tale?
I guess.
Learn. When the Order fractured, I followed Sir Beric into war, taking the gauntlets with me. When it was over, I returned to Cyrodiil.
And then I got
attempted to
drunk at a bar.
return to the service of the Nine, but the war had changed me. I no longer had sympathy for the weak or pity for the suffering. In the brief time I was there, I did more to hurt the chapel than help it. It was there that I was cursed. A beggar who came to the
Keep
chapel
yelling at him,
each
get to the
day
point.
for help tried my patience one too many times. I lost my temper and struck him. My blow landed harder than I had intended, and he fell to the floor dead, killed in the very chapel of the God of Mercy. I left the chapel at once, of course, but the damage was done. I was weak. Ah, yes. As proof of the deed, when I struck the poor man, the gauntlet slipped right off my hands and fell to the floor. Heavy as stone, they would not move. None could lift them.
Quarles
I
Chapel.
suspect they lie there still, in Quarles Chapel. You must prove to Stendar you are worthy to lift the gauntlets once more.
Okay.
May your sword strike true.
Okay, if I gotta do this for every one of these guys, we're just gonna take care of a couple here and then be on our way.
You have my tribute, Sir Knight. In 300 years, none have passed the gauntlet. In 300 years,
You don't look
we
human.
have never known hope. But for the first time, it seems that someone may succeed where we have failed. I see in you the chance to redeem our souls and restore the order. And now, I must ask you to press forward where I could not. I must ask you to face the challenge of Zenithar.
Zenithar, wasn't that the villain in Power Rangers? Oh, wait.
I was arrogant and foolhardy. I sought personal glory. I placed my own will and my own lust for fame over the will of the Nine.
Ah,
In facing the challenge of
such
Zenithar,
a photogenic person such as yourself?
I tried dozens, no hundreds of times to reach the mace. I fell each time. And each time I awoke in the chapel, I leapt again. I tried to enlist the help of the other knights, but none would come to my aid. The inscription says to walk in the faith, but even now, I do not know what this means.
Didn't you watch
Below the chapel of Zenithar and Leowin,
Last
there is a
Crusade?
shrine to the great craftsman St. Calidus. Those seeking the mace must pray before the shrine. When you bow, you will receive a vision, or perhaps not. It is unclear. The priest saw that my body never moved, but it felt so real. You will see the mace, separated from you by a great chasm. The chasm represents your doubt. Your faith must be your God. This is what I know. As I said, my faith was weak.
Yeah, clearly he did
I
not
did
watch The Last
understand
Crusade.
the test, and I fell from the platform each time I tried to cross. I have told you all that I know.
Okay.
If you seek the mace, travel to Leowin's chapel, kneel.
Okay, that's
May the
enough for us to
Nine
get
guide
started.
your way.
We'll see if we can get a couple of these done. I'll loot all remaining chests and leave them here. Leave the ghosts here. All right, we got that one. Did not get this one. Ooh, 445 gold. Necklace of Personality. That's what I need. Clearly this game thinks I'm not charming enough. Alright, and did I miss any down here? Ooh, did not touch that. Oh, I did touch that one. I just left everything. And how about this? Don't need to leave that behind. Okay, so we got 2 locations we can go. How are we doing on weight? See if I have to drop anything off. We should be okay, though. Made short work of them ghosts. Inventory. Nope, that's not inventory. Yeah, 157 out of 450. We got 300, a little under 300 pounds to work with. Let's get one of these on the map. So we got to probably coral first. Map. Yeah, so we'll go from there. So Pat, Stendar's Mercy, Sir Casimir. Okay, well, we can just warp there. Could stop by our castle on the way. How much gold do I have now? That's a good question. Even though I hate saying that phrase, that's a good question. Because I could technically look it up. Let's find out. We have 2,000. So we completed the castle, we completed the shack, I think we still need the ballpark of 5,000 to 7,000 to buy one of the other houses in one of the towns. So I think that's what the next cost is, other than to save it up for maybe one of those spells like locks or, well, once I have the skeleton key, I don't need locks, but there's a couple interesting spells if I ever get my magic up where it needs to be. Speaking of which, yeah, 200 still needs to be like several hundreds, I think.
Greetings to you.
What is it now?
Yeah, what is it now?
Sure knows his way around this area. Have you spoken with him recently?
Whoa, what are you doing here? Okay, so green. Do I talk to him or do I talk to him?
Well met.
Have you heard
Neither.
about
I
that
do
knight
this.
that's
Nope.
questing for the Crusaders right now?
Nope. Nope.
Cyrodiil,
Oh, there's the gauntlets.
yes.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Okay, well, I know.
Understand
Oh.
Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset
Let's
Isles.
not talk about heretics, shall we?
What brings you here, my son?
Gauntlets.
Ah, yes. The gauntlets have been here for ages. I know only the basic story behind them. They're more of a novelty these days.
For now.
My only real involvement with them these days is keeping the youngsters from hurting themselves trying to pick the gauntlets up.
How much harm can
What
they
is
do?
your interest in
blood.
them, if I may?
Oh, you got a
ask?
hernia?
Yes, well, I don't know the whole thing. A great many years ago, a knight of the old order did something terrible. And the
Yes, I know that
gauntlets
part.
just fell off. They dropped to the floor right where he stood, and no one could lift them. It was a sign of the curse placed upon this knight by Stendar, I think. That curse still lingers on today, in fact. Poor Kellen. Oh, why, he's a descendant of that very knight from so long ago. The curse has affected his family all these years. He suffers from it now. He came here from Hammerfell seeking a cure, but, well, there's really nothing that can be done for him, I think. He may know more of the story than I. Perhaps you should speak with him if he's feeling well enough.
Oh, I might do that. So Chairman's asking, do I have a high enough level for the mission to get to the skeleton key? Yes, I do. I just got to revisit the video to go find the starting location. Yeah, because I think it was a level of 10 and we're at 19, so that should be doable. I think, given how much is in this one, I think this is going to take up, just working on these is probably going to take up most of the episode.
It's a horrible thing, truly. One cannot help but pity those such as Kellen. But if it is...
Okay, then you didn't
Goodbye.
have much to say there. Okay, let's go find this killing folk.
Hello.
Well, it says
I'd
red.
like to learn more.
Is it down
about
here?
spellcasting. Might have to head over to the Mage's Guild and see if they're accepting new.
Yeah, it might be in here. Let's go, Kellen. We got questions for you. Ah, so you're the kid of the cursed knight, huh?
What is it? Is there a cure? Has Arelder found a cure? I know there's something he's not telling me.
Nope, he told you everything.
Ah, so you've heard it happen. Terrible curse. But in the family almost longer than anyone can remember. Well, I'd come here, to the place it all happened.
The
Arelder
audio
was
kind of dropped while talking to him.
Mostly out of pity, I think. I've seen plenty of pity in people's eyes over the years, and when he speaks to me, there are times what reason does he have to hold back information? Speak to him if you can.
Oh, alright, we'll go convince him then.
Too.
So Chairman says, if you remember correctly, sent you in Twitch. Yes, you did, and that's how I looked it up. I gotta revisit. It's just because a month ago, actually it wasn't even the issue of being a month ago. It was just that when I looked it up, I forgot where it was, because the last time that we actually played, I remember it was, I'll wait till we get outside here. I remember the general vicinity, but still wasn't able to find it, so I gotta go look at it again.
Glistel and Melintus Anchorus together?
Alright.
Is it
Welcome, Knight Commander.
Not here for your groupie. Alright, let's convince him
Take your time.
with a stick. Oh, that's weird.
The gauntlets have been here far longer. They'll almost certainly be here long after we're all gone.
Why, is this a circus attraction?
I cannot face him. I wish I could help him. Truly I do. But the curse. I know what would lift it. The only way to free Kellen of his curse is to take it on myself.
Why you, though?
I fail Kellen every time I speak to him. And I fail Stendar every time I pray to him. And do you know one who would do such a thing? One who would pray at this chapel's altar? Pray to Stendar for the power to lift this curse? I've told you. The only way to lift but that means taking the curse on yourself.
Well,
Goodbye.
I'm just a Khajiit with no children, so it will end soon. Well, I just did that. So I have to find Stendar.
Some goblins in the woods not long ago. Nasty little.
Oh, there we go. I gotta do the main one.
Horrid beasts. I hate the things.
Ooh, I can lay hands on him.
Take care.
Apparently, this is the more charismatic sect of the religions in Cyrodiil.
Come back to see the doomed.
This volume drops.
You've seen them, I assume. Do you know that I thought perhaps I could lift them? I tried for hours, until my whole body... I'm not ashamed to admit that. The church is still... I don't think anyone has had time to really study this prophet's teachings.
There's still more here, huh?
For you, of course.
Why? I mean, he's maxed out too.
No, why? Take care.
Okay, hold on. Am I supposed to use an ability on him? Oh, lay hands. Okay. Hoya! I am weary and my fatigue has been affected. With the curse lifted, I can now retrieve the gauntlets.
You? How did you? I feel good. I don't feel like death.
Oh man, my fatigue goes down? What's that mean? He's like, sucker.
Look at me!
I hope you didn't have anything to do with this. Say goodbye to your circus attraction. But I guess what's the status effect that we gained by acquiring that? Damage, fatigue, curse of the consumed, 5 points. Ability, magnitude. Like, which ability is affected, though? Okay, so the ability is the name, magnitude. I don't know how that hurts me. And if it's... Hold on. Like I said, keeping an eye out for weather. Also, one thing I don't need to happen is the power go out. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's go drop these off and see if it drops the curse after doing so, or if it does so after completing, maybe after completing the 9. Oh, so anyway, I was going to say about the skeleton key quest. I thought it was somewhere down in this area, and so that's why I walked all the way down through here, and I still couldn't find it, so I got to find the right location. Oh, you say, I hope I saved before I was infected myself with a curse. No. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be nearly as problematic as the vampire one. I mean, in either way, if you're going to complete the quest, there's got to be a way to remove it. I don't envision the game penalizing you that bad. I can't even remember if I did this one. It doesn't strike me as familiar. Alright, Ghost, I got your dumb gloves. Alright. You, Mr. Beggar Beater.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
No, you
Walk with the Nine, Sir Knight.
Have you recovered the mace of Zenithar?
No, I'm not talking about the
May your
mace.
sword strike true.
Greetings, Sir. We had only the best of intentions. True.
Okay,
Walk
so he's
with
got
the
nothing to say
Nine,
about
Sir
the
Knight.
gauntlets now. Helm of the Crusader, Chris, and gauntlets. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, nothing seemed to happen of substance. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm hearing thunder. Whoa, why did things magically start getting cleaned up here? There was a bed over here. There was that on the floor. Apparently, as we start to restore this, this must become another piece of property. Alright, stand by. I'm going to do a weather check here. I'll lag out for a second. Yeah, about 60% chance of rain. It's about 100% probably. I hope I didn't close. There it is. Okay. All right, we'll go try the mace one. All right. Quests. Oh, Leia went, huh? Okay, chapel. This is the chapel. Dude, you're saying the flute music is a little annoying? Dude, there's people that kill for this music. I mean, I know that's in part because the audio stuff, but it doesn't get much better than for game music.
I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you?
Here, you want this curse?
Such humility. I admire you. I am Cyrodiil O'Holan. I originally came to this chapel in search of the Mace of Zenithar. I tried, but I could not pass the test. My faith was weak. Or perhaps Zenithar decided that it was not I who should carry the mace.
Clearly not.
He has
You're an
found a use,
NPC.
however. The priests have asked me to stay to protect the chapel. After what happened in Anvil, they are afraid. Very well. I wish you luck, Sir Knight.
The guy already told me what I gotta do, so it's kind of like, I don't know. Whoa, what are you doing, sneaky? Hey, you're not the one that keeps running around the outside, are you?
Good day.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay, pray in the under section, probably. Hopefully somewhere around here. No, this is somebody's bedroom. Does not help. Also bedroom. Whoa, I ain't stealing your stuff, lady. Okay, so let's try one of these. Yeah, the Undercroft. Yeah, you're probably talking about that part of the music, I think. Sanctified Ancient Spectre, huh? Oh, there it is. I have notes before the shrine. Transport to a dark void. No way to reach it. According, I must allow my faith in the Nine to guide me to the mace. Okay. Well, if all these other clowns could figure it out, apparently it's just a matter of doing something unusual. We're going to fall for eternity. Well, yeah, if it's just like, oh, it's clearly not walking that way. Said something about walking, which would be like, the last Crusade. Yeah, this looks like a bridge. Nope, it's not. Nope. So maybe Charon's asking, is there any romance in this game? No. I don't recall there being anything, especially like compared to Skyrim, where I think you can marry other NPCs or something. So maybe there's a suggestion that one of the other items will help indicate a path. I mean, unless there's a blind luck way of doing it. Okay. Looks like there's a hallway to the left when you're facing that challenge. Okay. It's not quite so much a hallway as much as just like a floating column. Oh yeah, and I can't jump over to anything. I was gonna say if you could jump to those, maybe, but I think they're going for something like you either need a piece of equipment, or if they're really playing off the Indiana Jones thing, you'd be able to like walk straight there. Yeah, you can't even reach those. Like, I wonder if there's just any lucky way to do this or not. Nope. I'll try one more time here. Before you enter the archway, there's no other hallway. I mean, there's up. There's no way to reach that. I mean, there's nothing on the walls. I don't see anything else. One thing I could do here is try the detect life helmet. That's not quite doing anything for a path. see floating dots. I don't know if... Nope. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, yeah, you're saying I look like an illusion? Yeah, quite possible. Here comes the rain. Okay, I guess with the mace is out of commission till we get something else.
Hello?
What's going on with you?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of...
Starts raining and the AC goes on. All right. I'm gonna save just in case anything happens here. Now let's go back to the ghosts. All right, I'm gonna see if I'm guessing the next thing to try might be the boots. Let's see if who's got the boots of the 9. Whoa, why are you hanging out here? I didn't invite you. I bet you after I do the mace, that other guy's gonna hang out here. Apparently turning this to Knights of the 9 commune. Yeah, it's raining like crazy. Alright, we'll start here.
I am at your service, Commander.
Mace. No.
Go with virtue.
I wish to see you succeed where I failed.
Boots, there we
I
go.
was on the path to the boots of the Crusader, but died before I reached them. Do you wish to learn what... I cannot tell you exactly how to find the boots, for that will be up to Kinnereth. I can tell you to seek out her priests, though. West of the Imperial City, on the edge of the Great Forest, is a shrine. You will find them there, and they will tell you what you need to know.
Okay.
The boots are safeguarded by Kinnereth herself. Walk with the 9, Sir Knight.
Well, I guess maybe I could ask more of them about the mace. Maybe that would have given more clues, since that one's kind of out of reach at the moment, but I don't know. Alright, so quest boots activate open the map. Alright, out in the middle of nowhere, huh? Alright, let's go to... We'll go out into the woods. Yeah, that's not demonic. Alright, 300 paces this way. Stab anything that moves. Not really, because we don't have to anymore. We can keep working on our agility, though. Brunch. Ooh, we don't have this on the map yet. Detour. Whirl. Hey, look, Mr. Black Bear. What's happening? No, it's a brown bear. Oh, a crust on your eyeballs. Maybe I should scrape it out for you. Is it a minotaur? Yep, kind of looks like it. Mr. Minotaur out for a stroll. We take your horns. Quit rolling down the hill. 11-point ratio on the sail scale. You know what? We could sell a bear pelt or two. Down, Yogi. This is not a picnic basket. There's bears all over the place. That was a black bear. Alright, where are we going? 40 paces. There they are.
Usually outrun anything, if you're in good shape and not wearing a tin suit.
Uh-huh.
I'm not wearing a tin
Safe
suit.
travels. Go ahead, please. Good day.
What brings you to the altar of Kinnereth, my child?
A quest.
You would seek the holy relic Kinnereth has bestowed upon the world. Then you must prove yourself worthy. Kinnereth's creations guard her relic, and you must pass the test before you may be granted the boots. I cannot say what it will be, for I do not know. Kinnereth herself will decide in what manner you shall be tested. All I can do is direct you to the Grove of Trials, and remind you to heed Kinnereth's teachings. Fear and respect nature and all her creations.
Don't stab the violent stuff.
Not far from here, to the west, nestled within the great forest, it is a place many would overlook. I warn you that it is unwise to take anyone with you.
I'm not taking any
Indeed.
test.
Nature itself is Kinnereth's domain. All its creatures are her wards. You would do well to remember this when it comes time for your test. Then proceed directly to the grove, as your test has begun. Good luck.
Good thing I stabbed the bears before leaving.
Take care.
Alright, so map. Nope, that's not the map. Alright, I guess I just go toward the green. Look, deer I could stab. Failed. Fail. No boots for you. That looks like where we need to be. I have to wait, huh? Is this the test out of 47 Ronin? Oh wait, that movie probably came out after this game did. Let's wait an hour. Oh no, a bear! Nice bear. Am I supposed to survive him for a length of time? I mean, he can't attack me. So if I attack him, I fail. The bear attacked me. No, it didn't. But I made no attempts to fight back. A cave has been revealed and we've seen the boots are waiting inside. Okay. Yeah, get out of here, Mr. Bear. That's it. Flex. Downpour. I've acquired the boots. Okay, let's take a look at these boots. Restoration, no special effect that might help. Wonder if I need the armor. Maybe I need the whole set of armor on. So is that considered complete? Yep. Stand by. I'm going to get my water and check something here real quick. Be right back. Yeah, it's raining, like, a lot. No, I don't want to overwrite that. Let's overwrite this one. Okay. Back to the knights. Back to the ghosts. See if this place is even more fixed up. Now I have another piece. I'll be impressed when they start cleaning up the doorstep here. That's when I'll think it'll be livable. He's here. Anybody else decide to move in? Oh yeah, there's a whole series of beds now. Collect the arm, and then suddenly everybody wants a piece of the action. Does it make sense to get all the pieces of the armor before getting the weapons? So let's see if we can get the other ones on the list here. Actually, you know what? You'd probably be missing the Greaves. Yeah, let's find the Greaves. So we just need the Greaves. Who's got the Greaves?
How may I serve you, Commander? In death, we continue the work that escaped us in life. May the Nine guide your way.
I am at your May your sword strike true. I am at your service, Commander.
Why are they all talking about the mace?
Sir Ralphus quested for the mace after Sir Beric's betrayal. He believed that with the mace, he would be able to bring the rest of us together. He stayed in the chapel of Leowyn for months, attempting the test over and over. He hardly ate, hardly slept. In the end, he failed. He left.
So, Sir, what's his
true.
name?
If you are true to the teachings of Julianus, it may be possible for you to find the shield of the Crusader.
Okay.
When the Order crumbled, I set out on my own. After years of searching, with the help of a few trusted friends, I began work to keep the shield. I died defending the fort from those who would. I never saw our work finished. I trust. It lies in the southeast of Cyrodiil, near the Black Marsh border. If all went according to plan, it should be very well guarded now.
And somehow I
believe
doubt
in
that it
yourself and use your knowledge wisely. You will pass through unharmed, and the shield will be yours.
Okay.
Go with virtue.
Alright, so he was gauntlets. Well, that's not new.
Have you recovered the mace?
No, of course not.
May the Nine guard your way.
So nobody's talking about anything other than the mace or the shield. Nobody's got anything to say about Greaves?
How may I serve? May your sword strike true.
And he didn't have anything to
Greetings,
say.
sir. Go with virtue.
Alright, let's see if Sir Barrick was laying around here somewhere. Amiel, that's his. Ralvis. Henrik. Caius. Torolf. Casimir. And no Barrick. So even if he was laid here, I don't see a skeleton there. Alright, well I guess the next option is find the shield. You, out of the prairie. Okay, let's try this for map. There's the map. Alright. Alright, middle of nowhere.
What is it?
What?
What's going on with you?
I heard there were some goblins around here recently.
Or double cross. Hey, we found Fort Double Cross. Oh, this thing's really skipping out right now. Was there too much foliage out here? Apparently I don't have my water walking shoes on. Yo, console, why you lagging out? Yeah, this frame rate's taking a dive. Usually I don't even notice frame rate stuff. Hold up. I should try to download something still. Nope. Alright, which fort is this? The Fort Bulwark? It is, technically. Now we look for the front door. Or we go over the top.
Oh!
Whoa! Alright, any special trick to this one? Who's this?
He was here a second ago.
Yeah, keep looking. I need to get inside and find the shield. Well, yeah. This thing's still lagging out in here, too. What is going on? You know what? Stand by. I'm gonna try something. Alright. I didn't quite figure out how to do this last time. It's not a game that should be streaming from the internet, so the console itself should not be having a problem. This ain't Google Stadia. That's better. What do you clowns want? Are you real or conjured? Because I want your teeth. Your teeth are 120x. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I take out your pet? That was a bridge. Huh. Okay. Do I need a key off this guy? Nah.
Dirty little thief! How dare you
Somebody
touch me?
You almost took my potions. Alright, we'll see what's over here first. Out of the way, clowns. Oh, there's a trap. Ouch, ouch. Yeah, conjured flame atronach. Probably not going to give me anything. Not going to bother. Yes, this place was clearly well guarded. I'm sure the shield is secure.
Wherever it was, it's gone now.
Clearly.
Must have been the wind.
This guy's not too smart. Well, that's nasty. We haven't even
Must
run
have
into
been
one
the
of those
wind.
yet. What you got on my face? Those don't look interactable. Ah, what have we here? Conjurer's Lair. Oh, Journeyman. Hey, finally some free, leveled up, equipment here. No, oh, Crystal Ball and Cell. Novice. Yes, I totally light candles and put them at the end of the hall. Same here. Like, are they working on digging a tunnel out? Or maybe trying to dig their way into the basement? These guys aren't too smart.
Must have been the wind.
How dare they call Katz Pajamaz the wind? Burn myself. Oh, Alright, let's go in here. Gotta lead to the bridges somehow. See, we haven't fought this thing yet. Let's stab this. Daedra Silk and Daedra Venom. Okay. Lowered remotely. Okay, this is probably also activated remotely. Well, let's go this way. Excuse me, does anybody have any drawbridge activation buttons? Somebody got a key? I'll take another glass dagger.
Keep your
Where
fingers
are
to
you?
yourself, thief!
Is this you guys' food pantry? Kind of sparse.
Where are you?
If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Iron, 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 iron. Novice, novice.
Where are you?
Ooh, what's this? The shield is here, we know it, and yet we have not found it. It's been cleansed and it eludes us. The gate to the lower levels no longer halts our progress. Make note of the candles along the walls if you would pass through. The fort must be held at all costs here to succeed. So in other words, mine the candles, huh? That's interesting. Would you not grumble at me? So mine the candles. Why do I have to mine the candles? I did make note that those candles seem rather unusual. So the door to the lower... opened elsewhere, doesn't say. Any telekinetic activation sequence? You know, the candles are a clue, or what? So there's no candles here. We came across from that way. These aren't candles. Huh. We already went through there. Oh, this is just fun. Walk through another arrow trap. And I just burned myself. You make me start stabbing everybody. So this is the basement to that area. There's nothing here. No, this is a different area. This has got the two different bridges. So that one can see through to here, but I would need a way through. That might be accessible. So a dead-end room would require either means to get back, which it does, or perhaps put a switch in there. Alright, let's go across here again. Alright, anywhere I didn't go down here. This is the bottom of that. And I wouldn't consider those candles either. But this is like kind of where they're digging out, I think. Yeah, mind the candles. What's that gonna do for me? Even if I had telekinesis, it doesn't seem like any of these are necessarily interactable. I mean, you can see that there's stuff on the other side. That's not gonna do a whole lot for us.
Wherever it was, it's gone now.
Clearly.
Must have been the wind.
It takes a lot of low-level fire to burn them. Wow. Mage's robe. I need the mage's hood. That's what I need. Did they find the switch? And it's candles. La-di-da. Candles. Woo. Oh, am I missing something with the red thing? Is it? Is it telling me where? Oh, it's over that way. But I mean, is it? Hold on. Yeah, so I have to be able to get across there or get through there, which I haven't been through there yet. So this, yeah, this is dead-end stuff anyway. Unless it has anything to do with where the switch is. Oh, so I've actually made it down here. That's interesting. That's the bottom. Wait, no, that's the part that goes across the top. That's where the two bridges are. You guys aren't much help.
What do you think? Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yep, that's it. So that looks like complete dead ends. Who knows where that goes? So it's telling me the red icon as to where it's at, but that's not good enough. Why? I'm not even walking on the torches. Why do they light me on fire? Alright, so yeah, that's the dual bridge room. Oh, there's a switch right there. How do I get to that? Mind the candles. Did I not make a correct turn up here? So technically, from looking through here, there's a switch right here. But I'm stuck behind this gate. Whoosh. Alright, Khajiit's about to go on a killing spree and just take everybody out, because I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, there's no other doors. No other switches. Alright, we need to purge the area of the infestation.
Must have been the wind.
The wind doesn't stab you in the kidney and loot your corpse. Yeah, I'll take another glass dagger. Yeah, I'll sell those. Ah, finally! Mage's Hood. Take that. Staff of Weakness. Take the potions. Ooh, an ebony dagger. Probably don't have that yet. It sells for $12.50. It's probably about, what, 50%? 600? Take the staff. Alright. I guess we'll see if taking everything out will do the trick. Oh, how did I miss 400 gold? The fort must be held. Let none enter, leave no foe standing. Unless, well, maybe that's another clue. Kill everybody. Alright, we took that thing out. I don't think there's anybody down there. know how to get that thing. Alright, we'll start with you. Ooh, collection of glass daggers. Alright, I think there was less opposition here. Let's go take care of this one first, if there's anything left. But, nope, just the Daedrith. So yeah, that thing up there. How can I get up there? I can't jump high enough. Even if I had telekinesis, can't really even see it. Okay, so that path is clear. Anybody here? Stupid arrows clear there. Nothing here. Oh yeah, I'll take another one of those. Alright, double check everything around here. Alright, you the last man standing? Oh, these guys are loaded with these ebony daggers. Take an extra mage robe just because. Since I'm at the lower path, no longer an issue. A dead end, of course. And I couldn't proceed that way. Yeah, see, that's... Nope, that's dead end. Oh, that's the upper path. What in the world? As if the clue is anything either. Wisdom of the ages, huh? What kind of puzzle solving are you trying to put me through? Alright, as far as I know, I've killed everything at this point. Oh, I probably didn't kill the guys outside, but I don't know if that would matter. Oh, yours was a dwarven dagger, so I didn't take yours. The candles. Nothing changes by the candles. Hey, another recently used pickaxe. Alright. Alright, can I use the pickaxe? No. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, they're all worth nothing for £6. Alright. Oh, or did I just drop them? I dropped them, that's what I did, I think. No. No, I've got 4 of them now, never mind. There's 4 of them, all in a nice little pile. Well, this is exciting, running back and forth. Not sure what I'm doing. Alright, arrows. It's like, is there anything I need to see while getting shot at? Alright, let me go back the way we came in. Nothing. Let's check outside.
I better cut the car.
Alright, cut down on the ale. Alright, anything up top? Doesn't seem like there's anybody up there. And I missed. Okay. That is all conjurers that I can find dead. Yeah. Just heard the arrows going off again. Yep, there I go, getting caught on fire. Candles, so there's any candles else in here to light. Oh, what's this? Oh, walked right by that, but that doesn't help any. What does I stand on here? I will cheat my way out of this if I have to. Getting frustrated. Notes about candles, killing everybody. Don't know what the candles means. Can't light that on fire. This one does not actually... It's not actually lit, interestingly, though. I'm above it. It won't catch on fire. Yes, a hint would be helpful. So I can't get through there. That runs into a gate over here, which we need to get the thing up here. Need that. Yes, I figure it's remote, but that doesn't help me any. Oh no, I don't have to go back down there. Oh. No. There's a random plate symbol that doesn't seem to do anything, but where? Yeah, that does nothing. Oh, what is this? Random thing on the wall, candle holder. Looking for every visual anomaly at this point. There's another candle holder. That would like insta-melt the candles. Said note the candles. I don't want... You need to go that way. Can't find a switch. All right, losing patience. Yeah, we'll just hang out here in the enemy cave for a bit. We got stuff right in the center of the room. Don't know what I would do with a torch, but whatever. Can I light this? Not really. Alright, I can walk through here one more time with a torch, but I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. Oh my goodness. Giant freaking switch in the middle of the floor. Alright, that opened that one. That was step one. That should get us to the next one. It does. Okay, both bridges and the gate. And both gates. Jeez, up gates. Stupid candle distraction. Oh, well, that one's got... Well, that's wonderful. That's where we need to go. And we got one more thing to do, and I would need telekinesis to activate that. Except we got this over here. Let's see, did that activate? That didn't activate. Oh my goodness. There's the switch for that one right there on the other side of it. Do I need a telekinetic spell or what? Ah, good grief. I think telekinesis is like the only way to bypass one of these kind of issues. I don't know, would they make you have to learn telekinesis to complete this? I mean, this part obviously not. Alright, now do we have to mine the candles? So 1, 2, no. Different patterns or oddities. There's 3 little candles. These plates are unusual. You don't usually have those on the floor. I don't know what those are for. See, if that switch were accessible, that would like be the way out. I'd have to go somewhere else first, which might be the other way. So why would I have opened this only to not be able to go any further? That does not make any sense. It's almost like that would have to open the other one. Any other giant floor switches I missed? Would I then have to undo this one? No, it's locked in place. Never mind. That's a one-way switch. Anything else here? Nope. Nope. Also locked in place. Wait, am I going out? No, I can't be going out. I mean, I already looked for switches in here, and there's nothing here. Khajiit tired of being a pincushion. Apparently, I don't have the wisdom of the ages. Let's check and make sure nothing else changed that would make you go backtrack for some reason. Might as well check this room now, since I didn't look at the floor last time. Yeah, nothing got changed here. Still plenty of roaches. And not to mention this is labeled as a dead end. So it says note the candles. What am I supposed to do about the candles? Nothing. So I kind of switch up here and I can activate. There's more of the pickaxes. Alright, I'll take one last look at that area, but otherwise I am done. It's the first time the whole game. First time in about 60 hours of gameplay that I've actually used the torch. Not the only thing, because my Khajiit see in the dark didn't quite help me, did it? It's not like the switch was all that hidden either. There's no other accessible rooms in here other than the one that's locked. I don't see anything. Oh, put a switch in a corner somewhere. There's 9 tiles. Oh, is there more than that? There's 12. Alright, I'm out of ideas barring getting a telekinetic spell. I got 2 locked doors that I can't find a switch for. I mean, you get the switch to walk in here and you get another dead end. That does not comport. If it had opened up another area, to find another switch would have made more sense. I don't know. Alright, let me look at the note one last time here. No, it's not showing up here. I don't have it. Did I leave it here? I did leave it here. The gate to the lower levels no longer halts our progress. Make note of the candles along the walls if you would pass through. Far too cryptic for me, apparently. I mean, there's these things that you can't light on fire. It looks like a dagger. I can't tell if that's supposed to be a dagger or a mace. It's got an ebony dagger symbol. It usually doesn't make you get that kind of crazy with putting something up there. I mean, you can take their knives off of them, but those are ratted apples. Interesting. See that? If that does have a symbol, it's far less obvious than the other one. Candles on the wall. These candles aren't on the wall. Those are candles on the floor. Is there symbols relative to these? These have nothing else going on. Hold on. As silly as this sounds, I don't know what this would do for me, but that's about all I got. These are not candles on the wall, but Alright, so that does not look like anything. These are not candles on the wall, per se. That's a candle on the wall, but does not look like anything distinct. These two candles... Looks almost like a moose head. Swinging an ebony dagger. So it almost looks like mace. Yeah, it's also another one looks like a moose head, but it's telling me that. I don't know why. Oh, the torch finally went out? Eh. Where's my torch? Oh, I used up all the... It went from one torch to the next. Dang. Okay. I no longer have torches. I mean, this is not Resident Evil. Even though you can create fire out of nothing, you can't light a candle. Alright, I'm annoyed. That's it. Leave this one on a cliffhanger. Down here. Such amazingly vague clues. No obvious interactables. See, camera or candle on the wall. Woo, yay! Nothing happens. 1, 2. Like, and they go in multiple directions. And there's one that's out. It's like as if that were a clue, but I don't know what to do about it. Or that one. Is there any freaking clue here? I think it's time to find the shield. Yeah, duel. Thank you for that. Okay, that's going to involve either telekinesis or cheating by looking on the internet. So, not sure yet. We'll figure that out maybe by next time. All right, that'll do it. Sorry, Chairman, I don't know if you're still there, but I missed your checkout sign, so you have a good one as well. Okay, so that'll do it for Wildcard Wednesday. Made some progress. We at least got the boots and the gauntlets. So shield, not so much. And either we'll pick up on that or maybe work on the skeleton key if I can remember to look into that. But that will do it for tonight. There will be no stream Thursday or Friday. Got some social stuff going on, so this will probably be the tail end for the week. And just a reminder, check out the Linktree for the show if you're catching this in before Sunday. We'll be doing that. So I guess it'll be up in the air whether I have a Sunday stream or not, depending on how I'm feeling after doing the show. So play by ear. Worst case, we'll be back Monday. So have a fantastic weekend and all the above, and see you soon.